and welcome back to the channel. Charging a Nintendo handheld like this 2DS should be an easy process, but when you have a damaged charging port, it makes that process a little difficult. As you can see, this one is all bent up inside, and I just picked up some replacement parts. So let's get it swapped out. You're going to need a very small Phillips screwdriver for this, and soldering tools as well, since the charging port is secured to the board. You also might need some tweezers for ribbon cables and a new port, of course. But start by removing the upper rear panel to take out the battery. There are 2 screws on this panel, and it pops off by pulling up in the middle where there's an indentation. Now you can pop out the battery. I'm using a spudger to help with this, but that's optional. You could even use a small screwdriver if you needed. Now is the time that we basically need to remove every screw you see holding the back panel and the motherboard in place. There are 4 more screws on the lower panel and 6 more on the upper panel by the battery. All of these need to come out, and be careful not to rip the back off when you have them out. There's a small ribbon cable attached to the motherboard that has to be unlatched to remove the back panel completely. But once that's out, now you have access to the motherboard, and there's still a lot left to unhook and unscrew. Every screw and ribbon cable that you see here needs to be removed. The trigger buttons and the side panels all need to come out as well. I was stubborn in the beginning and didn't want to remove any of the smaller cables from the bottom here, even though I should have immediately. They eventually popped out of place, but that's not a good way of doing this from the start. If you don't want anything to get damaged, just remove it all right away. I was lucky and didn't damage anything either, but for the best outcome, just remove everything in advance. Once the motherboard is out, flip it over and you'll see 4 through-hole solder connections on the charging port itself. I'm using my desoldering braid to remove as much solder as possible and flowing some new stuff into the joints and repeating the process until the through holes are clear. Now there are 2 more connection points on the other side of the board, and I did the same process to remove these. Now comes the tricky part, getting the bad port off the board. Even though all the solder is gone, it's a very tight fit as you can see, and the board flexes a lot if you're really cranking on it to remove it. I went slow and carefully pried the port out of position until I could get a good grip with some tweezers and remove it completely. The new port fits nicely except for the rear legs. These seem to be a bit long, and I ended up modifying these with a small bend to act as feet so that they can fit in place even better. The old part seems to have the same setup, so I'm not sure why these new parts don't have this bend. Maybe it was a bad batch? Regardless, if you get them like this, just take your tweezers and carefully bend the ends to make them flat, and they should fit together perfectly. Then solder down the through-hole positions first just to make sure the port is fully seated. Then touch up the 2 small feet on the other side quickly to finish off the install. Be sure to clean up when you're done, and once you know that it's solidly attached to the board, you should be all good for reassembly. Double check to make sure you've gotten all of the ribbon cables locked down in place, and pop in all of these screws. You may have noticed that the new port stands out a little bit more than the old version, but this is to be expected. These aren't OEM parts, and sometimes the manufacturing can be a little bit different. Kind of like with the feet. Snap on the sides and the top buttons, close up the rear housing, and pop in the battery to test out the charging capabilities. It should start right up when you're done. I let this unit charge for a bit before testing it out fully, and even did some updates to make sure everything was working. Everything seems to be working great. Oh well, I think I spoke too soon. I'll have to open up this unit again and make sure the cameras are still good, but at least it's charging, so that's a step in the right direction. Hopefully this video will help you fix your unit, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next fix.